Uh, this hair, man. It's Wednesday live. Energy check-in. What a mess. So I really thought I was going to take a day off, and what I've discovered is I don't know how to relax. I don't know how to take a day off. So we'll just wait here for people's. Five. This is the midweek energy check-in, where I will check the energy of the room, and then I do personal. Oh, look at that. Personal check-in. Hi, Blue. What's up with you? Blue, is that your name? I think that's so cool. I have a boring, old-fashioned name. I do. I swore that, like, sounds morbid, but my mother was really sick at one point, and I swore that when she passed that I was going to change my name to Scarlet. Just Scarlet, no last name. Until I found out how much it costs to change your name, and then all of a sudden I was off of that tip. My name is Heidi, and I am... Oh, nice. Blue hair. I had blue hair once. You know that's impossible to get out, by the way. You're a writer. I love that. I started out online blogging and creating WordPress websites. And I do actually have 2 websites, and I just started writing again, you know. Nice. I love that. What are your books about? The card giveaway that I'm doing today, so anyone who pops in here gets a card, because that's my way of giving back. Not a full reading, just a card. And I'm doing self-care today. But first, let's see. Oh, that's so interesting. Well, I'll find a way to share your information when you publish. Let me know, because I'm trying to build a community here. And I will share your information. I will share your information. I have to actually put my email somewhere in this YouTube thing. I just didn't want my email even to be flooded with a bunch of crap, but... Oh, okay. All right. So I assume you're a Sagittarius. Since I don't really get no one else here. So let's see what energy needs to be seen. Takes a lot of patience to write a book, Blue. It really does. Oh, Sagittarius rising is great, by the way. I'm a Sagittarius sun and moon. As far as success, I believe that Sagittarius rising is great. Virgo moon, huh? Do you know the toughest moon signs, in my opinion, are Scorpio moon and Virgo moon? And it's so funny because I love Scorpio moons so much, but they're a hot mess. All right, what's the energy that Sagittarius needs to know about? The energy Sagittarius. Oh, chaos. Jeez Louise. Probably. Oh, that might be leaving though. Sagittarius. Because the zebra is looking towards the past. You know what? It's so funny because I feel with Sagittarius, many of us are moving this year. I cannot, it's like every single reading I do comes out for moving. If you watched this, today's came out for moving, the day before came out for moving, moving. And I believe I'm going to be moving this year. So, that's really interesting. Yeah, I feel like whoever deep knowing is on the bottom. So whoever is like moving, I feel like you know it's going to be happening. And chaos and conflict is here, but I mean, you can't see it here, but it's actually looking towards the past. Which meaning chaos and conflict is a thing of the past. And I feel like this has to do with not just those who are moving, but everyone is interested in stability. So stability is coming in. No place like home is not just representing a house and comfort, but it's like comfort within yourself. It being right next to chaos and conflict is a telling story. It's kind of saying that, that's a thing of the past and things are about to get a lot better. Okay. If you are, and you may not even feel it yet, but if you are interested in moving, if that is a thing that's happening with you or that you're thinking about, it's going to happen, not yet, but it's kind of like problems are being taken out of the way. Most likely, it could also be like your home, like if you share a home with people, there is chaos leaving the building. But I feel like too, especially if you're hi Tiff, if your living situation is a little chaotic, that could really be true. But look, better times are coming. Here and now. This is really centered around stability. So for right now, I mean, there's nothing really for you to do right now, but be ready. Be ready. And I feel like a lot of you already know this. Oh my gosh, there is so much. There was a reading recently that really spoke about tying up loose ends. And I feel like that's happening. And it's really about too, like, not being about the drama and the problems and really being about you will do whatever you need to do, clean it up, to have peace in your life. And you're going to get it because the higher power is here. Especially if you've been praying about it, just like Assume it's happening. Oh my gosh, time to go. There is quite a bit of people, Sagittarians specifically, I feel like are moving. You could also be receiving a message. Um, could be a message from someone that you haven't heard from in quite a bit. And it feels like closure. It doesn't feel like anything else. Doesn't feel like anything else. So let's get to the self-care. Hi. Does that say Sage? Hi. So every Wednesday I do a live reading now. It's my promise. I will do a live reading and I offer a card to people. It will be about something different every week. This week it's centered around self-care and what you need. But yeah, a little giving back. I used to do this on TikTok every week. But TikTok just gets a little bit crazy. I can't do TikTok, y'all. I can't. I started out on TikTok. So I started out doing $5 readings in TikTok Live, and I'm telling you what, I can't even do TikTok Live anymore. The last time I did it, I got so mad that I was cursing people out. Typical Sag. Cursing people out. I got restricted. It was horrible. It was horrible. We don't deal with people who try to tell us what to do or like have this sense of entitlement. We don't deal with that well, I feel like. But look how amazing my skin looks. Y'all, I've been using retinol and it has made a huge difference in my skin. That's just a tip for y'all. Yeah. So I'm 56. I'm just trying to hang on to my looks. Hey, Steven. Okay, so we'll do this in some sort of order. And this is basically what you need right now. That's what this is. Just a little something, something. So, the earlier reading, not everyone's looking to move, but there's a sense of more comfort coming in and chaos is out the building. I'm not dealing with that. Well, you're a man, Steven. It's different for men. It's different. I'm not like obsessed with my looks or anything, but I'm going to try and hold on to this young face as long as I can. Sorry, I said what I said. All right, Blue. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to call out your name and I'm going to do it. If you miss it, thank you, Steven. Then, oh, okay. Well, I have one of those roller things. I do. But I could probably really use oil cleanser. I love Korean skincare products. But you don't care, right, Steven? All right. So let's start with Blue and see what Blue needs. And this is just something that you can do, maybe something you need to work on. Could be anything. Oh, look what's on the bottom, Blue. You are charming. What does Blue need? I have one card for Blue. What does Blue need? Don't let obstacles bring you down. Obstacles are always there. Get back on your feet, gain strength from difficult situations. It can't rain forever. Don't let, And, like, I feel like we learn the most through the hard things that happen. And so that's what you're being called to. I know, right? Shit. All right. Tiff Taff. Oh, okay. It's something we're not really good at, but I can definitely say that things do pay off, and we cannot manifest through darkness. We don't. I don't care what anyone says. And Sagittarius doesn't want to be unhappy. So. But the world is getting ready to change, and Sagittarius is going to win all through it. Oh, Stephen. My life has been interesting for the last 5 years. Honestly, really interesting. Oh, I have essentially, because I don't know, before I moved back here to Atlanta, and I live here with a friend. So, I'm well versed into, appreciating other people's kindness. I mean, it's a roommate I pay, but you know what I'm saying. Before that, I spent the last 3 years seeing my mother through her illness. So I had to stay with family then while I helped with my mother, and suspended my life for 3 years. And then I came back here and started doing all of this because I just don't, this is what I'm called to. I believe in the mission, and I won't let anyone tell me differently. So, Hail Sagittarius. What does Tiff Taff need? Well, y'all. It seems like all of you are kind of locked in the process, right? Love your journey. Be open to the idea of loving you, Tiff. Sometimes it's hard. The journey is hard, especially when we feel like we're not making traction. And, you have to love every day. I went through, I think it was in my 30s, after my first divorce, I went through a bout of a little bit of depression. And, I just learned one thing that helped me was I learned to appreciate every single thing. And I just decided, because, happiness is a choice. Even if you're not where you want to be, you have to love every piece of it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Stephen, but, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, right? Right. But, you know, you have to enjoy the process and it's also, I think that it's so important in your journey. You see, y'all got me all preachy. It's so important to do things that you love. Look for love in things. Even I used to do this because for years I worked jobs I couldn't stand, right? I did. But I read something, and I think maybe it was Eckhart Tolle. What is with the retracted messages? Are y'all doing that, or is YouTube doing that? Anyways, what was I saying? I learned to love something about everything. Like, instead of, like, say you have a job you can't stand, right? um, you look for something to love in that job, and you have to. So, what? It can be as simple as, because I love eating, right? Or because this, like, feeds my family or whatever. You have to find something to love about it, about everything, even the bad things. even if you're like unemployed or broke or whatever. Like I have not, like one thing I struggle with is this business does not have sustainability. And so, sometimes it's hard, but I will say things like during the slow periods specifically, I am I just love having this extra time to myself. Like for instance, I oh Steven, stop it. I got to take a nap today at 11 o'clock. I love naps. I love the fact that I can take a nap. I'm not punching a clock, so, but having your own business is a little different. It's really hard to stop. So, okay, enough about me. So, Sage, if you're still here, I don't know, but we're going to do it anyway. What does Sage need to know? What does Sage need? Stop doubting yourself or that things will work out. Remove the doubts and questions. You are ready to step into your blessings and claim what is already yours. Oh boy. I don't know how much y'all believe about manifesting, but it's true. It's like you have to, be that thing that you're wanting and have faith that it's coming, because it already exists somewhere else as yours. I believe that's what quantum entanglement is. It already exists. One thing that I started doing, one thing I started doing was, like, first of all, you have to focus on feeling what it would feel like if you had everything you wanted, right? And for that thing that you want, if you had it, like, what would you do? What would your day look like? So I started doing things um, specifically towards that. I always believe I'm a success, but like if I was a wealthy, successful woman, what would a wealthy, successful woman do? So I started changing my poor behaviors. Like, so when you're struggling financially, you do certain things like I was cutting my own hair, doing my own beauty processes. I didn't really care what I wore because you don't even see me in the videos. It's really just my hands, right? So, like, I started saying to myself, well, what would a wealthy woman do? First of all, she wouldn't cut her own hair. So I went and got my hair cut. I started like spoiling myself a little bit and bought clothes for myself. I get dressed every day. I live by a schedule, because a wealthy woman would manage her time right. I record everything. Yep. I'm telling you, y'all, thank you, Stephen. I have this whole thing, like my thing for manifesting, what works for me is writing mostly, or just talking to the universe, really. But and Sagittarius actually can do that because we're delusional, right? But writing is one of those things for me because visualization is difficult for me. I don't know why. I think it's because I feel everything and I have a Virgo Jupiter. So, let's see you, Stephen. See what you need. I love Oracle cards. Oh, you know what I just ordered, Stephen? The Mythic Tarot. The Mythic Tarot, I thought maybe you would appreciate that. The Mythic Tarot, like, I don't know if it's been Like the older version has been around for like 30 plus years, but it's a tarot deck that incorporates based on Greek mythology. I can't wait. I've been focused on learning things. I'm taking courses and um, reading again. You're welcome, Sage. So let's see what Steven needs. Steven, are you trying to be normal? Look what popped out for you. You have special gifts. Never surrender to normal. You make of that what you want to. Don't try to fit in. It's so funny I was talking about all this. You're welcome. Because look here, see the beauty on the bottom. Learn to find beauty in everything. See the world for all its aspects. Maybe you are supposed to, I'll pull you a card, Tim, for what you need. Maybe you're supposed to like see what is special about you, Stephen. Oh, okay. Right now I'm reading this book. It's called Esoterical Answers, the Red Book. Love it. And I'm taking a course on oh god, what's it called again? Sacred geometry. So, Tim, let's see what you need. What does Tim Bingham need? How'd your date go? Well, I am different, Tim. Plus, we don't really have that many people in here. No, I'm about building, Tim. You have to, you know, connect, right? To build. Oh, you didn't go yet? I'm just pulling a card, so it isn't, I'm just saying that it's not like a. And this is based on what you need, so this is about self-care. You know what deity I felt called by when I started, doing research on things initially? Is Cardawin. I believe that she's the goddess of inspiration. Yes, let me do Tim. Because Tim needs to know what he needs right now. What does Tim need? What does Tim need? Boy, sometimes you Sagittarius men do show up a little pessimistic. Oh, Tim, you got like, okay, one of my favorite things. You need to do 30-day challenges. Okay, so this is something that I learned from Atomic Habits. Force yourself to do something new for 30 days to form a new habit. So it could be anything. It could be, and it's really a good idea to start small. This is something I wanted to get back on track with my spiritual practice, like doing it every day, meditating every day, writing every day. And so you pick something small. You could spend like 5 minutes, like maybe I'm going to walk for 5 minutes for 30 days at 10 o'clock, and you do it every day faithfully. Challenge yourself. And it's funny because you had responded to that video about Sagittarius needing to do new things. So you're being called, I don't know that you could date someone every day for 30 days, but oh yes, it's an amazing book. For real, for real. Yep. Really is inspiring because I love self-help books. I do. All right. So, do you have a name? Kibh. I can't even. Tell me a first name. Tell me a first name. Kane. Boy, that was easy. All right. You're welcome, Tim. My first husband's name was Tim. He was a Libra. It took me off Libras forever. Okay, Kane. What does Kane need? One card. Oh, Kane. You need to get into your feminine energy, Kane. Feel what you feel. You have the right to feel what you feel, but remember that you always have a right to be happy. So you're needing to explore some feelings. But this also tells you, and it's what I firmly believe, do not dwell on it. You know, we can't run from things we don't want to feel. Like okay, say somebody broke up with you and you're like, you know what? I'm just going to go get my master's degree. I'm not going to even do it, blah, blah, blah. But you have to. And one thing that I felt, because Sagittarius doesn't like to be unhappy, but one thing I felt, there was one time when my heart was cracking, right? And so I picked a time. I saw this somewhere, but I would only allow myself to feel bad or to cry or whatever at 10 o'clock, from 10 to 10:30. I know it sounds crazy, but yeah. So if you it also tells you that, you know, what you feel is not wrong. Yeah, I know. I know, Tim. Because the rest of the time I did what we Sagittarians do. We stay busy. We focus on other people. Oh, you're a Pisces? I love Pisces. Thank you for checking in here because I know I generally do Sagittarius. Pisces have a lot of feelings. Y'all have a lot of feelings. And I know that often that is very overwhelming for Pisces. Because I had a really great friend who was a Pisces, and it's very easy for you to get overwhelmed, you know? So, you know, the greatest thing, but what Pisces needs to understand, the object shouldn't be not feeling things. It's like that's where your power is. It's where your creativity, and literally Pisces is one of the most intuitive signs. And you know, the problem is the constant need to escape what you feel. Not everyone, but I feel like as a Pisces evolves, they learn emotional regulation. And I think that people don't understand how hard it is for Pisces. They don't, because like us in the world, you know, Pisces lives in their soul and they're connected to everything. So, yeah, I do know. I do know, but you know, that is, the fish. I always wake up. I wake up at 3:30 every day, every night. But Yeah, as a Pisces, I feel you. Hopefully your moon sign is not water too. Pisces loves knowledge much like Sagittarius does too. Yes, I love Pisces. Y'all are just the most loving people. I think people really get it twisted. I think people do. I mean, don't cross one because they will make you cry, just like Sagittarius. But yeah. That's a good one. That is a good one. That's a good one. What's your rising sign? I think Taurus moon is good, actually. And especially for you. I mean, you want something to. Oh, yes. I've never seen you mad, though, Stephen. I bet it's something. I bet it is something. Yes, I think Taurus moon, like you have to just look at too, like the balance, you know, this I I don't know how I am the way I am. A lot of people are surprised by it that I'm so calm. But I am Sagittarius Sag. I'm on fire. So I, and I grew up around Tauruses. My whole family are Tauruses. So, in terms of feelings, I think I don't know. It just seems like it would be a good thing. Oh, I know, right? Aries mad is, what's your moon sign, Melanie? Would you like a self-care card? Yes, Stephen, because that's how Aries is. Aries loves fighting. Oh, Tim, Gemini moon. That's a tough one. Oh, geez. You too, Melanie? Y'all think a little bit. Like, which you must sometimes be like, which end is up? Because Gemini is actually our sister sign. We're a lot like Gemini. Oh, so you were meant to be a star. Aries moon, that's some serious temper. My best friend is an Aries sun and moon with a Libra rising, and she has like 5 Aries placements. It's difficult. Yes, Leo is that star quality, people with prominent Leo placements tend to be, famous. Tend to be famous. All right, Melanie, let's see what you need, Melanie. Gemini moons are deep overthinkers, man. At really any Gemini placement, I think. You're welcome, King. I appreciate you coming. I don't see too many, people who aren't Sagittarius around here. You should go to, I believe the easiest one is Cafe Astrology. And you enter your birth information. You have to know what time you're born. And it gives you so much information. You will know yourself on a whole new level. So what does Melanie need? What does Melanie need? Oh, Melanie, keeping secrets? Uh-oh, Melanie. Oh, how about that? Release expectations, Melanie. Do not focus on the money aspect of your dreams. Abundance will come at the right time. You know, maybe you're too attached to the money end of things. And I know it's hard when we need money, you know. And you know, Sagittarians, I don't care what anyone says, we move in a lot of ego, you know. And so, you know, sometimes we really have to force ourselves to love what we're doing, right? We still overthink though. Yeah. I think most people after 40 don't give a crap about anything. I've been watching a lot of videos of a lot of X-Gen videos. Oh, hi Christine. Hi Susie. Yeah, I think most of us are Sagittarius. There was a Pisces that snuck in here. I think that emotionally, a Pisces and a Cancer is probably a good match. I think you would really understand each other emotionally. And Cancers tend to really be stay-at-home people. And, you know, Sagittarians and Cancers are a big no in case anyone is curious. Okay, so I can't do Cancer. A friend explained it to me, and they said it's just too much emotion inside the room. Christine and Susie, I'll pull a card for you before I go. I did Melanie literally once. Literally once, and you know what? You know what bugs me about Cancers? First of all, it's that I have two Cancers cousins, and it's that passive aggressive thing. Am I saying it right? The way that they can't keep any feeling inside, and it's so like big and dramatic. Sure, you're welcome. Doesn't it always, Susie? I can't do Cancers, no. Plus, I kind of feel like they're sneaky. They don't we are very direct people, and I feel like what aggravates us about Cancer is they aren't. They're crabs, so they go around it. I think Cancers are way bigger crybabies than Pisces. Okay, so Stephen, let me do one more card for you. More card for Stephen, and then we'll... Uh-oh, Stephen, are you a hoarder? It says declutter, let go of old items, create a new sacred space for yourself. And you're just in time as we're going to be getting ready for the new month. What is it you don't need anymore? And that could mean more than things. Just saying. With balance on the bottom. This may actually be for you, Stephen, too, about whatever it is you're doing. Because you may be, which is a Sagittarius habit, projects, that kind of thing. Because on the bottom, it's asking you to get balance. So maybe you're supposed to declutter that way. Take a little bit off your plate. Okay. Christine. Christine. What does Christine need? I saw someone say today, too, that this is a karma year. It's a Saturn year. So, yay. What does Christine need? What does Christine need? Christine. Christine, who are you really? Self-exploration. Peel off the false persona and get to know yourself to find your truth. Maybe you need to, or it might even just be coming up to play for you where you're discovering things about yourself you didn't know. This is beautiful, actually. You know, like what you show the world is the real you different. It sounds like something easy. Like everyone thinks they know their real self, but that happens over time. And I don't think a lot of times we know our real selves. So you might be, and then it's telling you to focus on, not what people want to see, but who you really are. Oh. That's interesting. Okay. And lastly, I'm going to do Susie. I don't even know if Susie is here, but that's what I'm going to do. Hey, Stish. That is crazy. You're welcome. Stick around, Stish. I'll make you my last one. So, what does Susie need? Oh, Susie, you need to meditate. Quiet your mind. Find some stillness. Meditation is where we get answers too, by the way. So, and I've been really trying. You're welcome, Stephen. You need to meditate. You need to still your mind. Maybe you're overthinking, trying to get answers, but you're looking in the wrong place. Meditation tells you the answers are within. The answers are intuitive. You need to meditate, especially if you're feeling stressed. Yep. What's cooking? I don't know. I got my witchy shirt on. People always say, it says 1692, you missed one. Yes, I have to be like that. So, okay, Stish. Stish. What does Stish need? Thank you, Susie. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I was just asking earlier, the type of content that people feel most drawn to, because I'm going to be honest with you, of course I watch my analytics, I'm making a living. But I don't feel like love readings are the thing for people that look at my videos. I don't know. That's so nice. Every time I dream about my mom, which is often, but it's never really about saying something, but she has, because before my mom died, she had an amputation. She has all of her limbs. She looks fabulous. She do. Okay. So what does Stish need? You need a 30-day challenge too. You need to focus on trying new things, maybe engaging in new habits. You can do it for wellness. I do it for like to keep on track with these tasks I have for my my spiritual practice, which is meditation, reading, writing, and walking. But it's telling you force yourself to do something new for 30 days to form a new habit. And you don't have to do it for like a lot of time. You could do it 5 minutes a day, 30 days, and make sure that you do it at the same time every day, whatever it is. Oh, we were all it was a 4-year journey that we were relieved for her. I still talk to her. And I wear her jewelry. So, that is, I don't do medium channeling because it's just so much. Like, I don't know how people do it regularly. It is just like so heavy and so much. So I have done it on occasion, but oh, I know meditation is tough. I do it in the morning and I fall asleep to meditation music, and I think that's what people don't really get either. Like sometimes you don't necessarily have to sit there and do the breathing or whatever. Listen to the music. Like, because I listen to all kinds of things that I find on YouTube. And there's all different meditations. There's mind movies, which is like 5 minutes out of your day. There's mudras and tapping and walking. But I listen because I have to. Like, I have to clear my chakras regularly, right? And of course, I'm subjecting myself to a lot of different energies. And so I listen to chakra music a lot, a lot. But what I recently started listening to, because I can't fall asleep without it, but what I recently started listening to was tribal sounds. I don't know why. I don't think I have like Native American roots. I don't know, but it's like I feel so drawn to it. It's insane. Um, oh, that's so sweet. I had a dream about a man the other day. I don't know who it is. We'll see. We'll see, y'all. Jeez. So I am so happy that you came and just, we do this every week. And that's what I'm going to be doing with the live. It's just about talking. I did the overall energy in the beginning. So maybe you might want to go back and watch that if you came to it late. Um, there's a lot going on. It feels like a lot in terms of Sagittarius moving. So if that's something that you're planning, it's coming. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks, you guys, for coming.